a friend of mine told me that she was going to quit bridge, and her reason made a lot of sense. And I actually think this is why a lot of people quit. And I'm not just talking about bridge, I'm talking about anything in life in general. I think this is a reason why people quit. So what she told me is that bridge stopped bringing her joy. The reason being, so for context, she's a competitive player. She was a competitive player. She felt that at the end of every bridge session or tournament, what she's left thinking about is the mistakes she made, what she could have done better, how partner could have played better, and things like that. And this is just not a very positive feeling, right? So it's not surprising that because of that, bridge no longer brings her joy. And since it doesn't bring her joy, then she had decided to quit. So this was actually last year. And when she told me that, I didn't think too deeply into it. I mean, to me, it's like, okay, bridge brings me joy. And yeah, if bridge doesn't bring you joy, then you can quit, right? There's nothing wrong with quitting. There really isn't anything wrong with quitting. But something happened yesterday which made me think about this. So I was playing this match and I thought I played pretty well, so I was quite happy about it. For context, you are watching this in the future, but the Asia Cup begins next week, so I'm quite happy that I played well because that means I'm on the form, and that's a good sign before any major tournament. My teammates for the match, one of them was pretty happy. She acknowledged that she had a few blunders, but despite that, she felt that she was trying her best and like giving her full concentration, and she was playing the best she could. So she was pretty happy, even though there were mistakes. She felt that it was above her baseline, and she felt that she had a few good plays which she had thought through carefully. So she was very happy. On the other hand, her partner wasn't too happy about it because there were mistakes. And we were saying, maybe we should celebrate the wins more. And this is when I thought of my other friend who had quit the game. And I was thinking that while personally I do celebrate some of my wins, I don't share them as much with you guys. I think I look at my channel and it's like maybe 50-60%, maybe it's about 60% criticizing my own or partner's play, maybe 30% opponents, just like me observing opponents and like, okay, they could have declared this better, right? And I think only 10% is like me saying like, oh, my play or partner's play was really, really good. So I thought that I should share this hand from yesterday's session, which I thought I played well. So this was the hand. Yes, sitting south. I think everyone opens one club, even if you play position. So I open the club. I play standard, by the way. In past, partner beat one of trump, denying majors and showing some points. East comes in with 2 spades. Now I just beat 3 clubs. I think most people do the same. And West comes in with 3 spades. And now partner comes in with 4 clubs. East passes. What do you bid? So this 4 clubs is not inviting. It's just competing. It's competing and also like being prepared for a 4 spade to come out. And from my point of view, I started thinking, okay, so it should be a better 1 of trump hand, right? It's not going to be like dead minimum, no fit. He definitely has a fit. So I was thinking, okay, what do I need to make game? Because here, I'm actually kind of like minimum in terms of points for my 3 club spade, and my club suit quality could be better. So this is not the best 3 club hands, but that said, I do have like singleton ace of spade, which is pretty good. Ace of hearts, that's pretty good. I mean, like just controls, they're just good, right? Ace, 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 king, that's pretty good. So I was thinking, okay, what do I need to make game? So I gave partner, okay, maybe partner has king, queen of clubs. At this point, I'm just imagining at least 3 clubs. And I know partner has at most 3 in the majors. So, maybe partner has 4 diamonds. So partner could have queen, jack of diamonds, and maybe I can pitch a heart, and then that way I'll be losing 1 diamond and 1 heart, and I'm going to make my game. Alternatively, partner could have king of hearts, ace of diamonds, king of clubs, maybe clubs break and I make game, or partner could just have double turn hearts. So I felt there's so many ways to make game, so I bid the 5 clubs. Now that went all pass, and West led the 6 of spade, 3rd, 5th. So I did clarify with West. So West said that, okay, if it's like blank, they're going to lead attitude. But if there's something, they're going to lead 3rd, 5th. Plan your play. Now, what do you need for us to make 5 clubs? Well, first of all, we have one or two diamond losers. There's no escaping that. If West has the queen of diamonds, then we're going to lose a diamond to West, and we're going to lose the ace to whoever has it. So that's already two losers, and we still have a hard loser. So there's no way we are making 5 clubs that way. So we have to play East for the queen of diamonds. Now, either East or West could have ace anyway. So if we are playing East for the queen of diamonds, then we just finesse the queen, and East can take the ace or West can take the ace. I don't really care. That's just one loser. Now, how about the hearts? Well, if West has the king of hearts, that will be convenient because now we can just, finesse the hearts. After diamonds finesse works, we just finesse hearts and all is good, right? Alternatively, if the queen of diamonds is with East and diamonds break 3-3, then we can pitch a heart and we are making our 5 clubs no matter who has the king of hearts. Lastly, if all that fails, then we could try for some kind of squeeze or end play and hope for the best. With that in mind, I played the 10 of clubs towards dummy. And I have a very good reason here for not cashing the ace of clubs. That's because I want to have 3 entries to the north hand while still preserving the ability to do a rough and discard. If trumps break, then the 3 can go towards the 4 for the third entry, right? And the 2 is left there for a rough if I need it. So basically it'll be something like, let's say I played a 10 towards the king and then I finesse diamond. Yay, it worked. No one won it. I played another club up and let's say I finesse a diamond again. Now just for the sake of it, we're gonna assume that diamonds don't break, because if diamonds break, then it's a good life, right? So let's say West wins with the ace and returns a spade, which I rough. Like West could return a heart, but then let's say if they have just one of like the 10 or jack, right? I'll just play the 8 from north, and okay, East can play the jack, right? If not, I'm making. So they play the jack, and then now I can finesse him from 10, and I'm not losing a heart. So as long as West has something in hearts between the king, jack, and 10, then that's not gonna work. So let's say West returns a spade and I rough, and then now I can cash my diamond and cross over to the north hand to rough another diamond. And then now I can play hearts however I want, and I guess I'm going to play East, so I'm going to play low towards the 8. West can play a 10, but I'm only going to lose to like Jack 10, right? So I'm going to play a heart to the 9. East going to win it, and if East has the king of hearts, they are end played. Otherwise, they're going to have to return a spade, which I can do a rough and discard. So I'm going to make my contract. That said, if West really had Jack 10, then you can still make the contract if you duck this to West, because now West will get end played. Basically, my point is that by not cashing the ace of clubs first, you do give yourself these extra chances which you can utilize later on if needed. So it's very, very important here to not cash the ace of clubs. So that's what I did. I played the 10 towards dummy and he showed out. Okay, so I just lost some chances. Never mind. I'm just going to finesse the diamond anyway. I finessed the diamonds and thankfully that worked. By worked, I mean West won with the ace. And West tried to cash his king of spades, which I roughed. Now I cash the ace of clubs because I have to draw their trumps, right? So I cash the ace of clubs and then play another club towards dummy and finesse the diamond again. That worked, and I cashed the king of diamonds. And unfortunately for me, diamonds didn't break. What now? Pause the video and see if you can still make this contract. First of all, because West has the ace of diamonds and the king of spades and the jack of clubs, I'm gonna assume that East has the king of hearts. If not, what is East overcalling on, right? Secondly, surely West would have just raised to 4 spades instead of just 3 spades if, West had like king of spades, king of hearts, ace of diamonds, jack of clubs, right? So East has the king of hearts. Now, what about East shape? East has at least 5 spades and exactly 4 diamonds, 0 clubs, and the rest of his cards are hearts. East could be 5-4-4-0 or 6-3-4-0 or 7-2-4-0. If East is 7-2-4-0, then it's really easy. We just cash Ace and play another heart out, and East King would so-called fall. But if East shape is 5-4-4-0 or 6-3-4-0, then we'll have to find another way to get our 11 tricks. So what can we deduce from the auction? What I think East shape is 6-3-4-0, and here's why. Firstly, I think West holding 5 spades might have just beat 4 spades, given that East had done a vow overcall, and West with King 5 card spade, Ace of diamonds. That's really good. If you go all the way back to think about the lead, then the 6 is third, fifth, and if West had 5, then West would have led fifth best. So West can't have 5 card spades. So that's kind of ruled out. If East had 7 cards spade, then maybe East would have preempted 3 spades instead of 2 spades. I mean, yes, it's a pretty bad suit quality, but it does have the shape, and I mean, East did do a vow overcall. So, and surely after 4 clubs and West supported with 3 spades, surely East is just going to be 4 spades, right? Like with a 10 card fit minimally, and a void in my suit. In our suit, both North and South bid clubs, right? So if East has 6, 3, 4, 0, how are you going to make this 5 clubs contract? Pause the video now if you want to have a think about it. So what I did was to play the 3 of clubs towards a 4. Very, very important to keep the 3 this whole time. And what does East pitch? So if East pitches a heart, then I mean I can just drop his king, right? East obviously can't pitch a diamond. If not, my Jack of Diamonds is good and I'm making my contract. So East had no choice but to part with a spade. And now that East has parted with a spade, how can I make my contract? Well, here's what I did. I played the Jack of Diamonds out. East won this with the Queen, and no, I didn't rough it. I ducked. I pitched a heart. And now East got and played. East had to return a heart. And both my Queen and Ace of Hearts scored, making 5 clubs. Now, I just want to do a little shout out to West as well, because West did very well to not pitch his last spade when I played a club towards dummy. If West had pitched the 8 of spades, then I 100% would have known that East's shape was 6, 3, 4, 0. But yeah, I guess West did well. I mean, I figured it out anyway, but West did well to hide his last spade, which he knew was useless. Now, while West did a good job in not keeping the spade, West could have done a better job by pitching the 8 instead of the 4, because now that West has pitched a 4, then I kind of know that the 6 was third best. So that kind of made the shape more absolute. Unless, of course, they planned this from the start. And if that was the case, then really kudos to them. But yeah, it's very important that he didn't pitch it so that I wasn't 100% sure. So yeah, I was pretty happy when I made the contract. And I think the important thing is that in the moment, I acknowledged that I had really thought through the hand instead of like autopiloting it. And that when I made, I was happy. I mean, who wouldn't be happy? But I made, I was happy, and I gave myself credit for it. I think, especially as a competitive player, right, it's very easy to fall into this state where you just expect yourself to make contracts instead of appreciating the thought that you had and the plan that you had and the fact that it paid off, right? Like sometimes you really make a good plan and it doesn't pay off. And I mean, obviously this hand wasn't rocket science, but I think for me, at least at whatever level I'm at, like this was not a coffee board. I think honestly, a lot of boards you just play, right? Like it's pretty automatic. And this one I was really thinking about opponent shape, their points, what I needed, you know, all the little details, like what I needed to make this contract. And I think it just so happens that I mean obviously I was happy that I made my contract, but I think it so happens that like my friends on the other table were also talking about, you know, them, at least one of them was happy about how she played, and I also thought that it was a good thing that I gave myself credit for making this contract. And after the session, actually, partner was reviewing the boards, and you know, he texted me like, "Oh, you know, well played for this hand," which I mean I appreciate, but also I think it's very important to give yourself credit. Like, I mean, obviously it's nice when people say nice things, but I think more importantly is you have to recognize your own effort and really give yourself credit. I mean, for me, like, I mean, I'm not saying that partners credit means nothing. But I appreciate my own credit given to myself more, right? Yeah, but obviously it's nice that partner acknowledge it. So yeah, I guess honestly, I think this ability to give myself credit, which I mean, I know doesn't happen a lot, but I mean, there are a few videos. I'll just share some of them. Maybe I'll make a playlist or something. Um, I mean, I think even for me, I noticed when I put in effort. Like for me, I think I even appreciate my own efforts when the layout isn't what I needed to like gain in that situation. Like I think I'll definitely share the video. That I think there was a video recently. I'm going to share it. I think honestly that might just be part of the reason why I still love this game so much and I find enjoying it, even though like I definitely criticize myself and partner a lot and opponents. So yeah, I think to be competitive, to improve, you definitely need to review your mistakes. But I also think that if bridge is just solely a game of mistakes and like what my friend said, you know, that's all she has after a session, then yeah, then it's just not going to be that joyous or enjoyable. So I think it's really important to, you know, get into the habit of giving yourself, partner, and opponents credit where credit is due. Hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time. If you made it this far, well done. Here's a little bonus nugget for you. Well, not sure that you caught it already, but the play I made wasn't actually the best play. Here's what I should have done. After playing a club towards a king, whether or not clubs break, what I should have done should have been to ruff a spade first. And after that, I catch the ace and play another club back to dummy, and then now I finesse diamonds using the jack. Reason being, I mean, I'm really playing east for the queen, and this kind of just so-called gives me an extra entry because previously I played low towards the 9, and then I needed another entry to go back right. Now, if east doesn't cover, then I can just play another diamond back. I mean, west can win it, but what can west do, right? And the difference between these two lines, right, is when east happens to have ace queen for cut. So if east has ace queen for cut and I take my line, right, like I played low towards the 9 first, east can duck it, and then I catch the ace of clubs and play another club, and then I finesse another diamond. Now east can win the ace and return a diamond. And what can I do? Yeah, I can enter the north hand again, but then after that, like I would have to ruff a spade, and then I can't end play east anymore. I can ruff the spade and then play a heart towards, and let's say east wins it and gets so-called end played, but east can still exit a diamond. Either that or I ruff diamond and then east can exit a spade, or I let east win the diamond and then east can just return a spade. So I really had to ruff the spade first. I mean, that said, if east really had ace queen of diamonds, then chances are that west is the one with the king of hearts, but that's kind of besides the point, right? Like my play just wasn't optimal and I didn't take every single chance I could. I mean, it's possible that west started with say 5 card spade and just the king, right? Or something like that. That's all possible. So yeah, I thought it was good to share this with you guys. I mean, honestly, when I first started this video, the point I wanted to get across was that we should give ourselves more credit, right? I mean, it just so happens that I gave myself credit and then my friend was giving herself credit while her partner wasn't too happy about it. And then we thought, you know, you should give yourself more credit. And that's how you experience joy. And I really gave myself credit in the moment. And then I also said that, yeah, we should do both sides of it, right? And it was only after I finished all the filming that I realized that my play wasn't the best. So yeah, I guess honestly, yeah, I don't feel as great about my play. I mean, how can I feel as great about my play when I know it was just a strictly inferior play, right? And while my play was invalidated, the feelings I had, the joy I experienced, can never be taken away from me. It happened at the time, yeah, now I feel less good about it. But in that moment, I felt really good and happy about my play. So did partner, so did teammates, apparently. Yeah. And yeah, I guess, you know, you can be happy about play and at the same time go back and still reflect on it. And you can realize that the play wasn't that good, but the joy you had in the moment can never be taken away from you. And at the same time, like you reflect on your play and hopefully get better as a player. So yeah, this totally wasn't planned at all. I swear it wasn't planned. And I only realized that it wasn't the best play like after I filmed everything. I just thought, yeah, I should still just share everything with you because this is really what it's like to be a competitive player. I think to sustain yourself, to still enjoy the game, you do have to give yourself credit. And if you want to improve, then you do have to reflect on even the plays that you thought were good. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this hand and see you next time.